Today I'm going to demonstrate for you 3 techniques that you can use for your child who has a small vocabulary of approximately 20 to 50 words. Often when they're at this stage, they have the words, although they're not clear in the adult form, but it's hard to get them to use the words frequently. So we're going to sit down with my son and I'll show you some techniques about how you can get them to have more opportunities to use their words and how you can model language to encourage language development. The first technique that we're going to use is in sight but out of reach. Basically, you're going to maintain control of the toys or the food so that your child has to ask for access to them. So the first thing you can do with that is you can put things in a clear container that's hard for the child to open. This could be a large Ziploc, a storage tub, a zipper pouch, something that's difficult for them to open but that's clear so that they can see through. Do you want some blocks? I'm going to model sign language as well as spoken language, but you can do just one if you're not working on sign language. Should we open? Open. So there he said pun, which is his version of open. Let's open it. Yay! As soon as they try to communicate, you want to reward them right away. Block. Block. More. More. Do you want more? You want to put it on? Tell me more. By maintaining control of the blocks, you can get your child to have to request more, whereas if I gave him all the blocks, he could play independently without asking for anything. More? If you need to, you might prompt your child by touching their arms or hands. More. Good job. Anytime a child does make a communication attempt, like he did, I like to say the word afterwards to confirm. That helps them know that they did a good job communicating and that they were understood. More. Now I'm going to show you a technique where we talk about what's happening and we pick one word for an activity. So we'll do on for this one and build a tower. Can we put it on? On. 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 Ooh, is it gonna fall down? Down. So I'm using the word on, and we're gonna model it over and over again and see if he can learn to say it. On. On. Yeah. On. Uh-oh. Down. Now, even though I'm focusing on the word on, I'm still going to use other words because the more language at a simple level that your child hears, the more easily they can learn new words. Do you want more blocks? More blocks. Along the lines of keeping control of the materials, sometimes when you have a lot of items like this, your child stops wanting more. It's okay to kind of quietly slip some back out of their reach so that they have to ask for it again. Your child may have some words, but they might have a hard time using them. So you can offer choices. That encourages them to use their words, but it gives them a little help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a choice and I'll say each word so that he can imitate the one he wants. Do you want block or puzzle? Puzzle. Puzzle. Yay! So there, we modeled puzzle, but the word was too hard for him at this stage. So I did just the individual sound at the beginning. Pa, pa, pa. Now we're not really working on how accurate he is at this stage, but sometimes big words can be hard for kids at this stage to say. So even though I'm not working on his sounds, it's okay for him to say just the first sound in the word, because then we know what he wants. I also knew what he wanted by pointing, but I wanted him to practice using his words. Are you ready to do the puzzle? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the pieces off so that I have control. Because again, we're keeping in mind that first technique that we learned about keeping control of the items. And And then we're going to incorporate the choices. Look at the puzzle. Do you want the giraffe or the hippo? Raff. Giraffe. So he said raff. And since he said raff, we can kind of recast that by taking the word he said and putting it back into the form it should be. Giraffe. Let's put it on. We're going to incorporate that same word we were using earlier. On. On. Here's the giraffe. Let's put it on. Right here. On. Okay. Do we want to do the lion or the alligator? Here sometimes we have hard words. This is a great opportunity to use animal sounds. Then, if they can't say the word, we can do animal sounds. Sounds are okay, because they still communicate the meaning. Okay, so let's pick a couple of animals that have pretty clear sounds. Do you want the lion? Rawr. Lion? Rawr. Rawr. Here, this is for you. Can you tell me please? Please. Please. It's okay to gently take your child's hand and help them with the sign. Sometimes that helps them learn how to make it. Here's the lion. We can also use the same bin that we started with for cleaning up. Cleaning up is a great language activity, and believe it or not, you can make it fun. Okay, are you ready? Put it in. In. That's a giraffe. Giraffe in. Bye-bye, giraffe. Bye-bye, lion. Put him in. In. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, giraffe. Bye-bye. Put him in. This is not going to be a fast process, but it's important that you keep it fun so that they're motivated. In. In. Should we put more in? More? We have an elephant. Elephant. Where's Caleb? This brings me to our next technique, following the child's lead. He's clearly moved on from wanting to do what I'm doing, but he wants to play peekaboo. I'm just going to go with it. Where's Caleb? Peekaboo! Where did he go? Peekaboo! So that shows you a couple of different techniques that we talked about. Today we talked about keeping things in sight but out of reach, either using containers or just keeping things on your lap or up high out of reach but where they can be seen. You can give things piece by piece as they request, and then they have to ask for things multiple times. We also talked about offering choices, holding up two things, and then they can point and you can model the word. We talked about a couple of other things, but I hope this has been helpful for you and you can modify it to adjust to your child's level. Thanks for joining us today.